Hey everybody, David Stout here, David Stout Outdoors. First ever segment of On the Hook. On the Hook today, we've got the winners of last Sunday's Five Alive Sunday Series tournament here on Lake Hartwell, Barrett, Keel, and Brody Manley. Congratulations, y'all. Great bag of fish.
Thank you.
20.30. And did not have big fish. That's something. That's something else. Barrett, we got people come out our trail. We're getting some good feedback and a little bit of bad. The worst thing I'm hearing is people are not fishing it because they say we got full-time anglers fishing it and they don't feel like they can compete. Now you and Brody, y'all fish full-time, or y'all work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Fish when you get off work,
Yep.
fish in the evenings and weekends when there's not a tournament.
That's right.
What? How much time you spend on the water a week, roughly?
Trying to spend 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, but things come up and you can't, you may not be able to fish for 2 or 3 weeks. Before this tournament, it's been 2 weeks since I fished.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since you fished. It's been 3 weeks since I've been on Hartwell.
Really?
But you just got to make some time and use that time wisely. And the more you fish, and over the course of the years that you do fish, you kind of figure out that you don't have to fish every single weekend to know what the fish are doing.
But you fish year round.
Right. You
A lot of people sitting by the fireplace, y'all out on the water.
That's right. There's been many mornings we froze. Guides freeze up on rods.
And I mean, it's like this tournament. We went out there and we had a plan. But now, like at 12 o'clock, we was like, hey, we need something more than 12, 13 pounds. And we made a judgment call.
Yeah.
And that's what did it.
And it just worked out.
It just worked.
Well, that's just from experience on the water, knowing where to go, when it's time to go. A lot of people, and I'm bad about sitting in one spot way too long, and it'll hurt you. What kind of boat y'all running?
We fished out of mine. It's a Express X19 with a 175 Yamaha show. And it's just, it's a little 10 rig.
Yeah.
It's good for beating around the bank, and it's a good all-around boat. It's cheap.
Yeah.
It ain't.
More and more people going with 10 rigs.
Yeah.
Even the Elite Series, a lot of them are running 10 rigs now. Great boats. Good shallow water boat.
Make them fast now.
They make them fast. That's right. Yes, sir. Barrett, what about your rods and reels? Are you brand specific or?
Not really. I kind of use I use mainly Shimano and Iowa reels, and then rods. I kind of mismatch, but I have a handful of top hand rods that I really like. They're kind of my heavy hitters. If I'm gonna throw a Carolina rig or a football jig or a big worm or whatever,
right.
I use them. But no, as far as
where are they made?
I think they're made out of Arizona. But you look at tophandrods.com. He makes some good rods. Good rods.
What about you, bro?
Same way. My reels are mix and match. I got Shimano's and Daiwas. But for rods, I use Powell rods. They're out in California. I mean, it's a good rod. It's just one of them rods that I can throw it down, beat it around the back of the truck, and it still got its eyes on it, and it's still going.
Well, I fish full time. And y'all haven't mentioned my sponsors yet, so there's nothing wrong with Quantum and Kissel, right?
I got a few quantum reels.
Yeah,
I got a few quantum reels. I got some old PT Tour reels.
Old PT Tour, yes sir. That is a good reel, yes sir. Let's talk about your secrets now. When y'all left Green Pond Sunday morning, half the boats went north and half went south. Which way did y'all go?
We left Green Pond. I pointed my little 10 rig south. We went to the dam.
We didn't stop till we saw
55 mile an hour as hard as we could go. But no, we went to the dam and started on a little place out deep with a blade runner. And that's what we caught 4 in a row right there, and he lost one.
Yeah.
And then it was just over for some reason. But we did that and kind of fished around. And then it just, by like 12 o'clock, we had 12, 13 pounds, but it wasn't
I know it wasn't gonna do us nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't. I thought 12, 13 would be right there at the check, which it wasn't nowhere
No,
near.
14 something to get at 16th
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. So we just made a decision based on history and goes back to fishing every day. If you try to fish every day or every chance you get during the weekends, you can recall 2 years ago I went up the river and did this.
Yeah.
We just tried it. We went up the river, started throwing spinnerbait, and it just kind of started clicking.
Well, you know, it was a big gamble in the morning. Nobody knew which way to go, really. They had caught fish both places practicing.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, the morning bite up north, I don't think was there like it was earlier in the week.
Right.
Until it warmed up a little bit.
Right.
Well,
What,
and the weather helped out a bunch.
The weather did. It was
all
very
week.
nice.
It was pretty
yeah.
warm, and big fish kind of start pulling up, looking around.
Yeah, that's true, because what? It was like 49, 50 degrees at the dam when we started.
Mm-hmm.
And then we pulled in a pocket up the river. What, it was like 54, 55?
54, 55
It
degrees.
was like something stupid.
I
didn't
heard
think it was
somebody
gonna be
saw
that warm.
60-degree water.
I don't doubt it.
I don't know.
But they were way up close to Keel, I'm
Yeah.
sure. You talking about Blade Runner?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Blade Runner. Was that one of your Blade Runner? I'm sure it was
Yeah,
your
it was
Blade Runner.
just one that I made. It's just a regular pony style head, you know, what everybody throws. But I put a 3/0 owner hook in them, and it's just a little bit smaller and a lot sharper. So
Right.
that you get them fish that just kind of want to pick at it, he's hooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't got a choice.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's just same old ball bearing swivel, but that blade is just a touch smaller.
Yeah. I like that smaller blade. It keeps it from sticking to the bait.
Right.
That's right.
Yes, sir. You also, I heard y'all caught some on spinnerbait.
Mm-hmm.
Two big fish.
Two big ones come
Two
on
big ones on
spinnerbait.
spinnerbait. And that was the Manley
Yeah,
custom
that was
spinnerbait, I'm sure.
yeah, one of mine. It's just
With 3-blade or 2-blade?
it was a 2-blade double willer, and they both were gold, and a chartreuse and white skirt. But the only thing, everybody makes one like that. But the only thing that I could say that I do different is, and if it wasn't for a couple people, including Mike Thrift, I wouldn't have never even been exposed to this world. But it's all about the wire on spinnerbait. Most people put either 035 or 040 on spinnerbait, and that don't let the blade really flex like they
The
should.
vibration you need.
But when you drop down to 032 and 030, the blades they start going crazy.
Right.
I mean, it's just way more action and way more pulse to a
Well, them
spinnerbait.
big fish just can't resist it.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta eat it.
And the only downside to it is you gotta watch it. If fish start bending it out, you gotta start bending it back a couple times. It's gonna break.
Yeah.
But I'd rather catch the fish and have a spinnerbait break than not catch any at all.
Right, right. One more thing we gotta talk about while we're here. A while back, a friend of mine started making jigs, the Tommy jig.
No. The head's on them's funny.
Now you're making the Tommy jig.
I'm making a Tommy jig. Tommy Royston from Georgia come to me a couple
There's
months
Tommy
ago.
right there.
That's a mugshot of 5%.
Yeah, it sure is. Somebody done a good job.
They done a good job with that. But no, Tommy come to me a couple months ago, and he was like, "Hey man, I've been making these couple jigs for these high school kids," and he told me what it was and like what he wanted. He said, "I just can't make enough of them. Like, can you start making them for me?" I said, "Yeah." And we upgraded the packaging on them, a little bit better heads, better hooks, and come up with 12 different colors and 2 different sizes. And I'm telling you, man, we sell a bunch of jigs anyway, but since the Tommy jig come out this year, I've sold close to 1,000 probably
Yeah.
in a couple months.
Well, I know, I've only been up here, I think 4 years now.
Yeah.
And ever since I've been here, the Manley jig was the jig to have.
So,
And now we got the Tommy jig,
now we
made by
got the Tommy
Manley.
jig, made by Manley.
So, if y'all want the Tommy jig, the Blade Runner, the Manley custom baits, you come right here, Lake Hartwell Fishing and Marine, Anderson, South Carolina. They've got anything you need. Tommy Royston said, if they don't have it, you don't need it. and there's a lot of truth to that.
That's true.
A lot of truth to that. So y'all come visit them over here. Tell them you saw them on the video. And check back next week. We will should be with the second place team. And again, congratulations, y'all.
Thank you.
And that's the second place team. That was a heck of a catch too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know.
2018.
This, when
Yes,
you
sir.
catch over 20 on Hartwell, you've done something.
You've had a good
And
day.
You've
get
had a
beat.
good day.
And get beat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. 13-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Just make me feel even worse about it.
Y'all join in next time. Appreciate you watching.